Hey guys, how's it going? I got something interesting to tell you. Something you should be curious about, don't you think? I can report to you about some particular game, a Web3 decentralized game, one of a kind, truly Satoshi style, momentum event, metagaming. Ah, perhaps now's the time to realize the burn it down is upon us. In a singular event, something could shift radically. I'm glad to be part of that phenomena and I'd like to talk about it. Would you like to learn more? Go to Burn It Down. Burn It Down. Link above. Hyperlink everywhere. We live in a world of hyperlinks. The world of peculiarities, peculiarities of this world. We've talked about this before in a conscious context. The technological progress, events occur that could not have been foretold, but they were almost certain of going to happen. And that's what I'm talking about. Where are the punks? Huh? Do we need another World War III to get the punks back? I don't think so. Therefore, welcome to Cyberpunk Age, where AI, blockchain are connecting. There must be some sort of a singularity event. I have a theory even. AI is possible because of blockchain. Blockchain was possible because of internet. Massive scales of networks building on top of each other. Network, a phenomenon, another kind of force that few know about. It's sort of like a gravity. It has its own thing. It's unstoppable and eternal. It's crazy. I don't know what's coming next, but do know if the way things are going with AI, rest assured, there'll be more people like me because we're going to live in more advanced technology than ever before. The digital reality connecting to our entertainment and content will forever change. We'll find things more appealing to different things than we used to. In 40 years, boomers are gone. 60 years, 80 years. Oh, the world will never be the same. And I can see that, and I hope you can see it too. I'm so happy to share with all of you those moments. A small reminder of simple times, simple lives, before the disasters. Just saying. I hope I'm wrong. And I think I'm wrong, which is good. At least in this topic. I'll take the loss for something. I'll take the L for that. For everything else, you gotta be done with, right? Like owning who you are. His life is too short. Life ain't that short, too. But it's fun to remember the simpler times because they were much simpler back then. I do appreciate the retro 80s because they were quite simple in life. The peak of technological prowess that transformed entire fucking culture for eternity. That's fucking sick. The craziest part is we're never going back there. Ever. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. Leadership is kind of interesting. Leadership is sort of like know the right thing, do the duty. That's just one view. There's so many. That was why the leadership is so important in general. When there's a network of centralized power, that's where leadership exists. It is a human nature to have leaders. That's quite a phenomenon. Heroes, leaders, that's pretty interesting. Something to aspire to. I'm sure if we aspire to be our heroes, most people will be doing much better. Overall, it's important. Don't you think? To have your own personal heroes. So anyways, where were we? Oh yes, we were. In a land of decentralized metagaming. Wow, we made a full circle. I'm glad you stuck out with me because seriously, that is a long talk about decentralized gaming. And it couldn't be any better way to go. It could start off some eternal evolution that none of us can truly comprehend or understand, that these things will lose control as they always do, because that's what the fuck this world is all about. Now we just love fucking shit up. Look at the COVID, right? That's awesome. So it's gonna be grand. It's important to foresee future. I think everybody's trying to see it. I sometimes see it from a different view because we're not in the theater. I'm sorry, I'm not in the theater. I don't think anybody should be in that theater, but the people who are in that theater. Wow, holy fuck, you guys. Great job. Great job, everyone. Excellent work. Pat yourself on the back, because this is just fine work, everyone. Seriously. NATO. Wow. Russia. Really. I mean, what's going on? I think we all talked about this before. What was the point of fighting the World War II then? I don't get this. Why did we fight? Why did these nations defend? And this is what happens in total fucking wars. Before the total wars, there were no total wars. And after World War II, we realized the big total wars and no good there are. I just don't understand what's the point of even risking it. And particularly when it's among ourselves, which is sick. I truly could not understand these sort of decisions. Do you understand these decisions? Do you understand why and what's the purpose of making these decisions and happenings in the world? Who actually benefits? Who somehow retains and controls some sort of sense of control, power over what exactly? Over which country gets more or less carbon or food or money or even land? I mean, it's just like, does it have to become so violent of that pursuit? Like, I mean, so there's no other solution here. Just violence. Why did we even get here? We talked about this before, but that this is just going to be continuation. It just never ends. And so that's why it is what it is. It is what it is. It's cool. Anyhow, this conversation talking about the decentralized gaming. Oh man, let's continue with that. So, what can we think when we talk about metagaming? What is there to understand to truly capture the sensation of metagaming? It is a game, but what is this meta? What is this definition that you're trying to extract? And metagaming within games themselves is its own meta, a phenomena where ecosystems and systems of game create particular metas, something that is more favorable to choose or play. Metas designed themselves through continuous gameplay and optimizing maximum result for efficiency, you might say even. Almost a lot of systems that are designed in a particular way, often found in RPGs, create this concept called meta. For some reason, this particular class is much stronger than yours, statistically. So it's kind of good to know, because for the person who is in control of that class, they're thinking they're super powerful. But in reality, there's something that makes them more powerful than other classes. And in games, you want to correct that in a lot of ways, because you want to have a dynamic gameplay, a sense of fairness, might add. But this meta arises not because of players' ill intent. It arises because of the game design itself. It's a very peculiar phenomenon started to be observed often in online gaming, which didn't occur before online gaming. It was known It's obvious to everyone before even online gaming that the meta games did occur. But in online gaming, it becomes very apparent where you create much more complex systems, where there's lots of conditions. It creates its own dynamic set because certain things solve different things and they create meta. Like, for example, while I can span you, I can somehow make you unable to do something. For environment content gameplay, it would be really great. But for player interaction in the combat, it would be really bad because I'd be effectively having an advantage over another player, especially if that other player didn't have that ability to stun lock me. So this kind of creates meta in the gameplays because everybody wants to win and nobody gets stunned, and it's the only class that has it. Well, everyone's going to pick this class, or a good majority of people will choose that class because of, well, you know, why not? It's fun. It's game, right? Well, anyways, we move on, and that's called the meta. But we talk about meta gaming. See, it's a meta game inside the meta game of the whole game. A new set of predefined rules that game creates and a meta game applies. Commonly known as, for example, a speedrun. A speedrun is a meta game of its own. That's right. If you think about it, it's a game of speed. Speedrun. You play the game to get the fastest speed. Why? Well, there could be bragging rights, most obvious. So community respect. It's just a fun thing. You could do it. It's a, again, content. It's amazing. And so this meta is another form of phenomena. And now it's going to be started propagating from a decentralized world. Decentralized world is like another layer of information, and it's going to start interacting with another layer, and they're going to come together. And that is when something else is starting to happen. So you have the blockchain now interlinked with existing content. The content is going to be universal because it's only a matter of accepting that you're participating in a game, and everybody who is watching you understands that you're participating in a game. But you don't even have to know. You can speculate. They're meta gamers now. It's quite crazy. It is out of this world. Oh, truly, to think of these things all the time is easy, right? So, going to next. What I want to talk about is continuation of metagaming. Holy shit, we're still on that topic. Believe me, we're not even close to being done. Second part, metagaming. It's just described, it's like a speedrun. Beautiful. Now, imagine you could be using, let's see, a sort of app, a Twitter, for example. I want to use a simpler public place because a lot of people have access to Twitter in a lot of places. If I create a game that says whoever clicks, whoever likes the most, or whoever brings the most followers, right? Whoever brings the most followers, really simple. I will give you something in return. That's a metagame. Really simple. Our followers is following inside an app. People follow, subscribe. It is a game within app system. You have to have high followers to participate in the system. You can particularly spread the message or a reputation of sorts. It's an indicator of network evaluation for that person within network. Very fascinating stuff. And so followers is like a game. You want to have a lot more followers. It's the name of the game. Not really, but you get the idea. It could be considered as a metagame. Now, you don't have to participate in it. Why would you even do that? But people do subscribe and all, which is great. So, right, this is another thing. Subscribe is like a layer of play, and now monetized layer of play. Holy shit. monetization, social apps, new age also. That's new. That's thumbs up. Let's see. Moving on. So, metagame. In the metagame, we get the following. It is an open world of opportunities for a thinking person, a thinking mind, vision, forms of decentralized games, applicable and connected to the social communities of the world. The craziest part is that it's coming. This sort of thinking is going to start eventually evolve. There's a correlation between the content we're experiencing and the blockchain services it provides. These two layers will soon start to emerge as one. A layer that will create its own ecosystem on top of the world that non-participant experience. You would know, for example, that doing handstands on a subway was some sort of a metagame. I'm just saying, right? It's a start. It would be like a basic one. There are many platforms you can choose. I'm just trying to say thank you all for participating in the metagaming, because metagaming is already here. It's just not really being discussed much because the attention focus is driven somewhere else. That's all there is. So check out the Burn It Down, right? Now, Burn It Down, Evil Plan, Twitter. So continue. We can deduce the following. Where were we actually? Is there a loss of time, loss of track of something? I wonder. Either way, we know all of this is just a dream of universe, little particles moving through some sort of layer at a high speed, low velocity. Sorry, it's moving very fast. But what can we do? Holy shit! Maybe one day it's going to be a long day. Then have you watched the Dune 2 Part 2? I haven't watched it yet. Do tell me how it is. I'd like to know. Please leave a comment. I'll read it for sure. I got nothing else to do. Anyhow, yes, I like the Dune 1. There were some cool things about it. For example, I like the laser projection as a beam. I think that was pretty well taken by the public. I think that's a pretty cool choice of a weapon to pick. I think they're pretty dumb, nailed it. Aesthetics look pretty good. So sometimes I felt a little more forced. Maybe a little forced. But it was pretty darn good. The music felt one-sided. I must say though, even though the music is pretty good, using the vocals to tell the sound of the future, it's admirable. But I think it worked for Sardukar. I don't think it worked for the theme of the song. I don't think so. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty darn good. And I think it captures the universe pretty darn well. But I'm not so sure it should have been as a main theme. And I wonder, they change it in Dune 2, or is it still the same? Please let me know. I'd like to know. Alright, thanks. And that's my opinion. Oh yeah, the story was great. The fights were great. A lot of slow pace, but I think it was really well done. Because in it felt like attention was there, and you really wanted to pay attention to however small of a dialogue they had. Because it felt like a dreamscape, really. I think the first one, it felt like a dreamscape, not like a start of some dream. It's a good take. Alright. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow, amigos. Oh, amigos. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the Dungeon Dragons. Holy shit. I think Dungeons & Dragons is awesome. You can't really say anything bad about it, other than, well, if you are stuck in it for too long, it may not be healthy. However, I think the imagination of it, and the creative representation of a reality, very simple, random events, simply inspired by the narration of the story that the players themselves have agreed upon to take on, and their experience interacting with other players in the situations makes the game that much more interesting and fun. I mean, tabletop at its purest, also long and time taking, which is also great and bad at the same time. I don't know the stories. So, it's another social, technological evolution of computer science, that numbers are representing reality, physical reality, in a form of abstracted information. That is quite fascinating. The truth is, there is no truth. It's just your interpretation of the truth. That's also a nice little dilemma we're always going to have. Interpretation of the truth. Your truth, my truth. Somebody else's truth. God. Horrible. But it's the contract with society that we create among themselves. A mad world for mad people, just scouring through God knows what, looking for end meats, and the meat they find. We always do. No matter where, no matter how, there's going to be no way out. No going left, no going right. Just straight walking right to the grave. Nice, right? And that's a beautiful thing, because you got the retro epic empire to live forever. That's right. You just didn't understand it. How much of a retro epic empire mattered. There is no age. It was only progress. But the consequences of that progress are quite peculiar. A world different than we all remember, but yet so similar, magnetized, charged, strange. But it was always like that before. The information flows so much faster now. The world has changed. You and I, the world. There is no world, but there is only truth. And it's a subjective one. That's why there's math. 2 plus 2 equals 4. If you ever meet a stranger, ask them if 2 plus 2 is 4. If he tells you 4, well, the person is of reason. He understands these things. Now, there are 2 things happening actually here. How he responds to these particular questions. And that could create conflict. Conflict is all hopefully can avoid. I should have avoided. We didn't have to be here. Fascinating. But we are here. And this is first cyberpunk, I think. Or how should I say? Cyberpunks. Cyberpunks. What you gotta understand. Forget about it. Let's talk about something else. Health. Health is important. Everybody says, does anybody does anything about it? Yes. But what if your health? Let's see. Health is what you eat. Most of the time. Eat, smoke, whatever. Sometimes I think there is an answer. Sometimes I think there could be, I wouldn't say inspiration. I'm just thinking here. I wish more people would inspire in general. Do good things. Create things. Be artistic. Create art. Create products, services. Create goods. Create culture. Create films. Create industries. Create life. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with those things. I think if you'll focus on those things, I think you'll be good. I think so. What about you? Do you think so? Let me know. I just forgot what I said, which is great. I'll review that, but you'll remind me. Okay, so what else? Yes, the Nexus Wars is coming along. Fantastic. Better than expected, but we'll get there even more. I really can't believe we managed to get the light max for every faction in a month. Oh man, that was fun. I absolutely enjoyed designing these 9, more than 9 actually. I think it's like 15 or 15 max. It was definitely a trip of an experience. I can't explain how much I enjoyed it. There was a sense of childishness about it, you know. Discovering every time I look for designs, I think it's like a miracle, like a little miracle. I'm like, oh, this is impossible, and it's possible. I cannot believe the art forever changed. I've always been an artist. I cannot express what this does for me as being an artist. Of this is just surreal. I cannot imagine this is happening in my lifetime. That I can do what I do. It's just incredible. Thank you, time and people, whoever made this possible. It is incredible. I wish you all the best. Truly, truly. I think creating a tool that inspires people to be creative and magnificent is an achievement for sure. I think it's an achievement of great proportions. I think we can all agree on that, guys. Everyone who's involved in AI work, guys, fucking amazing work. I gotta say, you're doing unbelievable work. Rock on. Don't fuck us over, because it is incredible achievement already. You did, wow, in such a short time. Well, not short time, it's been going on for a while, but incredible work, everyone. I just cannot believe we're here, and it's only gonna get weirder. Amazing. A bright future for all. I just wish that it's gonna be the case. I think so. I hope so. I think other people hoping that too, right? So let's go. I cannot believe that AI is here. I mean, I'm not even done with Nexus Wars, and I finished the Punix, and now I can actually hypothetically do my Punix story on my own. It's going to take a lot of time, but like I create a comic for sure now. Something that couldn't be done just 5 years ago. It's insane. How many AI comics already out there? I don't even want to look. It'd be massive. So that's what I'm getting. Instead, I'm trying to see where we can take ourselves. Some sort of universal conclusion with this topic, because I don't think we ever will. And holy smokes, guys. Truly phenomenal achievement. I can only look forward to the future, what we'll ever achieve as species, as people. It's going to be an unbelievable world. I'm glad that I got to be here when this happened. I truly am. It made my life for sure. Thank you. I cannot express more gratitude for the AI or people who are involved. It's truly mind evolving, I would say. It's something profound. It's something deep at your core, you know. You feel it only by experiencing it in a lot of ways. If I tell you about it, you won't get it. But if you do it, when you use it, it's unbelievable. Your mind just goes like, wow. And it's only getting better. I super stoked, man, for what is going on. Truly stoked for what is going on. I don't know what to tell you, where to be, or who to be. Oh, I'll talk about this for sure. I'm sure somebody had questions like, what the fuck is happening? I hope this will make sense. I am sure it makes sense to some of my viewers, right? It truly makes sense to me. I like being analytical. I like to think. Like most people, I think thinking is a very interesting phenomena as well. It should be observed closely, the types of thinking, and it is observed closely that certain types of thinking produce certain personalities, types of people. Certain, like I've mentioned before, about being inspirational, creative, and productive, optimistic. These certain qualities create certain type of people, the ones that want peace and prosperity, in moderation, right? But in general. But what I'm noticing is that those sort of people are very few to find. Guys, about that peace, y'all. I think it's good to have one. I think it's really good to have. Peace is good. What are we doing? Global peace would be even better. I think, can we just get that shit under control? It's one problem we don't need to have, like ever. But we do. It's messed up. And that's why I say, in 40 years, we gotta wait 40 years before you people get that right? I mean, can we like be adults and like fix it and not have it? Right? Where are the adults, right? Supposed to be there. But I don't think they're there. Going forward, we talked about fun stuff about metagaming. We also talked about Nexus Wars. We talked about Doom. That's pretty cool. What am I watching now? Oh yeah, I'm watching Airbender, the Netflix show that just came out. The action motion. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I don't. Have you seen the first episode? The dude is getting burned alive. I think the show is pretty good. That's a strong start. And then we get a dude burned. That's a strong start. So yes, let's not do worse, please. The Bible reading, the Quran reading, smart people of the world, right? I'm sorry. Worse, seriously. We've continued to be in a state of war. Seriously, guys. Ukraine? Seriously, guys, who made that happen? Can we find out who made that happen? That was good stuff. So, why war? Where are we going? I'm a little confused. What is going on? Shit's happening in the fucking Middle East. Just no words, man. It gotten that bad right under everyone's noses. Smart, right? Good planning. That's a pretty good operation. Operation for both sides, maybe. Who knows? Doesn't matter. The point isn't the operation. The point is the continuation of the operation. What's the current state of that conflict? Has it been resolved? A peaceful solution? Can there be a peaceful solution now? Seriously. You didn't have to be kept as bad. Well, it's truly a wonderful world we live in. where people keep killing each other with assault rifles on a battlefield, in trenches. Fucking trenches. What the fuck? Trench warfare? You dumb fucks. Because seriously, trench warfare. That was the plan. Nice. Good job, everyone. You took care of the world real well. Parents and grandparents, thumbs up, everyone. Your grandpa is heading us straight to the shitter. Excellent work, everyone. Excellent. Yeah, go grandpa. Bunch of grandpas taking care of the world. While I'm seeing what's going on with the new generation, we see what's happening. Younger generations are not the same in the leadership roles. They see the world differently. They see technological progress, its technological solutions to these problems. And they've found, particularly when the laws are enforced, big surprise. Big fucking surprise. I'm gonna say. We'll come back to that story. Anyway, this is all amazing. Going through the forest of nonsense every day. Going through the nonsense every day. For example, the freaking farmers in Europe, the freaking farmers, right? Do you know about the farmers in Europe? Are you familiar with these farmers? These farmers being riding with the police, with its own government for many weeks now. I'm sorry. You. What kind of society is that? What is going on there that makes farmers protest? Who is in charge? Who likes this? Who likes that? Who wants their capital to be like ruined by the truckers, farmers? What is this rebellion of sorts, right? Because whatever they're producing, whatever the law is being placed upon them, it's insane. It's basically effectively killing the food supply of your own nation. Why? Why would you do it when you're printing money? What is the reason? What is the reason that really food farmers? Insane. I highly recommend to look into it. And the craziest part, it happens like in different parts of Europe. It's surreal. I don't know what's going on here, but you can see for yourself. It's crazy. Totally crazy. So, alright. Now, we can talk about something more mysterious, the dangerous, the obscure, the elemental, deadly imagination. What is it? The abstract form of something nuanced, a layer of its own consciousness, combination of instincts, artistic representations, or intuitive design. You don't know. You only feel it. You only understand that the magnificence of your imagination can transcend layers of existence. It's a force of its own. Now, you wouldn't know what this is. You wouldn't understand, but there it is. Imagination, the words, the thought, an image, a feeling, a taste, a sound, a vibration, sensation, taste, smell, overwhelming, present, even now. That sense of feel in this very moment. As I look at you, I can see things. I can feel things. As do you. We can focus just a little on your hands, nose, on your tips, anywhere of your extremities. There, something lies, something subtle, something misunderstood, something can be present. An imagination, a layer of a shift, a transition that may not be obvious to many, a sort of sense, transcendence, an enlightenment way, a realization of some kind that something is close to you and only you, a sense of identity, an ego, a memory of sorts, yes. That little creation that is imagination, that particular part of the will that creates the spark, a spark of imagination needs a spark. That too is always present, ever evolving, a muscle of some kind. Very important. It is a mental muscle, imaginative muscle that may develop through time, and in it there are wonders beyond belief, endless possibilities. A life pursued worth infinite of times. Imagination is a great teacher. A life, but always is fine. That is what separates you from those that feel and don't feel imagination. Imagine this and that. And what is better? Pursuit of achievement is better. But we're not even talking about the material sensations yet. We're just talking about the fruit of imagination, the utility that everyone uses, everybody possesses. This sense that everyone has, it is grand, it is unique, perceptive, truly identical to who you really want to be, a model that you designed through many years, illusions and grand or not, memories picked and chosen, creation of identities and personas in a way. That's right. There are personas. There are many things. What that could be. But one solution. Solution to closely understand. Imagination is a powerful tool and a savior of lost souls, for sure. Just like science, but different. An art form in any form is always appreciated. If you beat Tetris and you master the game, the art and time and effort combined are amazing conclusions. That is always art. Because at the soul of it, it's always the soul of the participant, the creator, that feels it. Content that was for himself. Even more so, the viewer. Fascinating stuff. Truly. So yes, focus on that imagination and tell me, when do you think you have a breakthrough? Because there will be next level coming up. Oh yes. There'll be many more of these elements of discussion. I think it's time to get that roll ball, so to speak. Truly magnificent. Now, understand channeling. It can be achieved. Channel. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. Please spread the message. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow. It means so much to me. You have no idea. Let's rock. If you believe in the cyberpunk, subscribe. Decentralized world, metagaming, please subscribe. Oh, fuck that. Subscribe and follow. So don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, man. What is the deal? You gotta subscribe. Best content, deeply thought, total no-nonsense conversation about total nonsense, you're in the right channel. Let's go. Algorithmic is a fun one. When was your first time that you remember you were solving a game puzzle inside the game? And with that, I'm gonna roll out into tomorrow's sunset in the year's Lord of 2024, and or in moon calendar, God knows whatever that year is. Moon calendar. No, there are speculations that we were supposed to have 13 months, not 12 months. Did you know about that? I highly recommend for you to check that out. It's kind of weird intel. It's kind of bogus and not, but it makes you think. You're like, oh, that's all. Check it out. What do you think? And subscribe. Only the best. Retro Epic Empire. 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 Epic Empire. Retro Epic Empire. Whoa. Alright. Enough of that nonsense. But yes. Oh man, Retro Epic Empire. Dude. So good. Again. Unbelievable. Truly. It's like next stage, man. I couldn't fathom anything grander. Oh man, Retro Epic Empire. It's gonna be some golden experience. My god, it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be awesome, man. I can just envision the freaking clouds. Oh, it's gonna be great. I hope I can reach that point. It's okay if I don't, FYI. Retro Epic Empire is just too amazing, man. I'm just glad to be part of it. Yow. So yeah. Welcome to the cyberpunk age, motherfuckers. You thought this was just some sort of a kumbaya type of stuff? No. The tech is knocking every year. It's dope, man. I can't believe it. Seeing is believing. Using is just incredible. Incredible work, everyone. And I just love it. And other news, nobody cares. That's also true. Anyhow, peace out. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Oh yeah, what did I want to tell you? You're too close. Come in. Yeah. A little closer. So, about that dimension, if you focus on it, if you train it can be anything. Because it's always in your spatial mind. It's infinite. Blocky, compository. It is an infinite block of information storage, trained and repeated in a conscious way to be places, things, create things. Daydream, in simple terms of understanding. Yeah, one has to daydream to embrace it. Daydream is the most undertaught skill in the world. I think daydreaming should be taught because it's awesome. Ability to construct your thoughts, imagery, feeling, maybe even sound, sensation, and start to capture it in your mind. Flow a stream of data coming through your mind. What could it be? It could be anything, but you're focused on this picture, on the sensation, on the imagination. It's there, right in front of your eyes. You can see it, you can touch it. Magnificent UI. It's there. In all three forms. Dimensional. Tactile. Oh, interactive. The full stream. You move in left and right. You control data stream. It's there, under your grasp. Future is not. It's coming close. Every decade we're profoundly going ahead of what we ever thought. It's amazing. I really do think so. And I hope you enjoy the show, because there is no other show other than this insanity, right? What I want to know. Ask questions. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kick ass. Down to the beat. Down to the beat, man. Down, down, down to the beat. Down, down, down to the beat. Down, down, down to the beat. Down, down, down to the beat, Dave. Alright. Where were we? Oh, yes. We're back to imagination. Holy shit, we're still talking about this nonsense. It just doesn't cover. We can talk about this stuff forever. Imagination is the ultimate discussion we can ever have. It is a source of infinity that we produce all the time. It's just amazing. I wish more people spend time in it. I feel like 10% more kids, study imagination, pursue it, and embrace it. It'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? It'd be dope, dope, dope. Sway, sway, sway. Dope, dope, sway, 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 dope, dope, sway, sway, dope, dope, sway, 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 dope. Oh, dope. It's gonna be dope shit. Dope, dope, sway. Dope, 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 sway. Yeah. Imagination, pursuit, daydreaming. Oh, focus on daydreaming. Production also. Oh, even better. And then, how do you teach daydreaming? Wow, what a weird question, man. Obviously, you give assignments that you have to still produce. That's right, because daydreaming without production is just a daydream. But training daydream into production, oh, that is manifestation. That is priceless. I just like exquisite. It is magnificent. Oh, it is something of inspiring. Oh, yes. It is juicy. Very juicy. I was there. In fact, still in it. The imagination is exquisite. People would spend more time. And we do. And I wish more people would still embrace it as a driving force of life. Yeah. What are you trying to say? You see that? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Going through the forest and the land of the free, land of the free. Going through the forest, lands of the free, finding a crow of misery. Holy shit, ain't that fucking straight? Crow of misery. Oh yeah, songs of everything, about nothing anyway. When do you get up? When do you go? When do you go? You believe that? No, misery. That's what words create. Misery. What the fuck? Moving on. So we got music for you. Only the best. Best retro epic empire music provides, and it is glorious. It is awesome. I know you like it too, because you are here live with me. We are kicking ass from Forest of Freedom live. Yes, Forest of Freedom. Did you sign up for that nonsense? I'm sure you did. Let's rock. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Rocking on Forest of Freedom. I think I need a new tune, because the Forest of Freedom is getting really tiresome. Free, very tiresome. Free, what is the choice? And so, freedom just doesn't get tired, man. This is great. This is awesome. The fall really keeps going. I can't really understand what it is, but I think I'm gonna have to shut it down soon because I will run out of space. I'm running out of space. Something nearby. I'm running out of space. But it isn't right. I'm running. It ain't got them right. I'm running out of space. Cause it ain't got them right. 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 Characters, man. Stories. I love it. Can't tell my story. Well, I can't wait to tell story points also. The Pony story is fucking fun. It's a classic anime. It's just beautiful. Simple, elegant, just the point. I like the world. I think the world is fun. It creates like a dynamic content all the time. It's just great. Every season will be through the roof. But it'll be so hard to implement. It's just fucking crazy. So we'll get back to that eventually. But you can still do stories. It's amazing. So I hope you be patient enough to wait that and write that out, or hopefully by then I'll probably create an animation. Who knows? Just take a little time and get the references right. It could be really cool. By the way, I'm DrDisarray. Welcome to my channel. What do we talk about in this channel? I don't know. We talk about a lot of things here, from imagination to technological evolution, to gaming, to game creation, our writing. What the heck ever, man. Living the cyberpunk age through and through. Thank you all. The singularity is here. It is awesome. It is epic. Yes, it is going to be one of a kind experience, guys. Welcome to DrDisarray's channel. At your service. What service? Not sure. The service of speaking something that you might like interesting, sharing opinions about the world, the theater that the world creates. It is a world of unbelievable certainty, unbelievable destiny, a world of grandeur, a world of amazing stories, a world of bravery, a world of sorrow, a world of incredible people around the world, man. I wish more people would just do good, do good, do good by their neighbors, do good by their neighbors. I think would pretty damn fucking good by their neighbors, man. I think it's important. It is just important. And I think never get neighbors to fucking fight y'all. What the fuck? Yeah, it's just not right. Not right, man. I think Middle Ages are more Middle Ages. Just fucking nuts. Planes dropping bombs, man. Come on, guys. There's no bravery here. Bomb dropping on your head. You ain't fucking brave. You're dead. There's no bravery here. Or you're just dead. Fucking wars. Fun times for everybody. Artillery shells dropping. European theater war. Strange warfare. This ain't fucking Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Turkey. It's bloody Ukraine. Good fucking job. Wow. The results just speak for themselves. We ain't getting any better. Obviously something's wrong. Because you ain't stupid enough to continue to escalate it, right? Because you have to be a total moron to escalate it. Because of when you gonna stop? Because what? Forces in Ukraine against your option? And what do you think is Russia's gonna do? They're just gonna bend over? I mean, that's gonna be fun, right? I just can't wait to find that experience fascinating. Anyways, in a stupid voice that got your attention, hopefully, you can understand that concern is real, and it seems like adults in the room They're too fucking busy running their next election, right? Well, what the fuck is happening there? Are there even elections in Ukraine now? What are they fighting for? For the president or for the country? I don't know. You tell me. I'm a little confused. Just asking questions. I think it's legitimate to ask questions. It's simple questions. Very simple. Continue. So, baby asking question. If you go to age 7 and you start to understand logic, you know, you start to ask questions. Why? You would wonder, well, why? How's that going? You understand. Just and there's so many things like that in the world where you just speechless because a person with an ounce of a brain, a working brain, would, reasonably question the outcomes of events. It seems to make you question why, what, where, right? When? Just natural questions that should always be asked. Always should be asked. We've done it with the Bible, right? Always ask questions about Bible. What, why, when, where, who, how. It makes us grow. But what's happening? We're not asking questions anymore. Oh, we're not discussing them. We're just like, okay. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Well, obviously somebody is doing some work, right? Well, I digress. Just happened. Oops. I don't know. There's some voodoo, magic powers, magic hangers. Oh, yeah. That's not happening here. No, totally. Anyhow, as you can see over there, that's unbelievably crazy. Just ask yourself, just why? Just to pray, just to melt your fingers, just I'll go pull me because you asked. Why are we doing this? Purpose? Protecting when? Just okay, we keep digging. No, why? Just because it's gonna hurt. Have some peel. My God, that's the level, at the upper level work, right? Oh, seriously, cannot question authority. Yeah, well done, everyone. You're doing good. Sensitive topics like little babies. No, don't talk about that. No, talk about that. Little bad boy. Don't do that. No. You misbehave because we all agreed this activity. You speak misbehavior. Bad student. I'm in charge. So I know better. People elect me, but they trust in me, and I'll tell you what to do. I'm shocked. That sort of relationship is surreal. Surreal, man. We've created a surreal relationship. Wow. And we depend on moral values, right? So put moral values as a beacon of restraint on authority. And this authority comes from general population of your citizens, obviously, right? And if your education system does not teach you moral values, we have a problem here. The teachers and schools, colleges, and some teach morals, ethics, values of civilization. In parenthood of types, these responsibilities of individual, the values of moral decisions versus immoral decisions, and the consequences of these choices. If we taught more of that, I have a feeling that our students would do better overall. They'll understand in school, in class discussion about these very peculiar topics of morals and ethics and dilemmas of moral and ethics when they're growing up. So they're well aware of making good and bad decisions and then living with those decisions, right? I think it's a very admirable exercise, no less important than biology, geometry, and other sciences. They all can be integrated in understanding of another valuable aspect of human education, that being part of morals and ethics. These morals and ethics could be a semi-guiding principle they need or can easily pass if they understand it. Because you see, it's like common sense. Don't hurt animals because animals feel pain. And you wouldn't want animals to feel pain because why would you want to? Animals are nice. They're cuddly. They eat grass like bunnies. Very friendly. And they get hunted down by wolves. Scary stuff. Therefore, what do? We, obviously, say this is a good thing, good behavior, protect the weak animals, but also make sure they don't overgrow. For example, we may use wolves to protect the forest ecosystem because these animals, even though cute and fuzzy, are not exactly cute and fuzzy if it's left unchecked. They'll eat all the grass, and then you have a barren fucking forest. What you do? So, you gotta get some wolves in there. Fun stuff. Morals and ethics. Understanding the necessity of good and bad to work together, create morals and ethics in a human mind, in human experience. Teaching these sort of lessons to our kid or teenager, at least, is beneficial regardless, particularly because it's so easy to pass. A normal kid will obviously write up and say, oh, I like baby, bullshit stuff. Rabbits are cute. Why wouldn't I want? Of course I would say. Or, building is on fire. I would be the hero or try to save people, even though I knew there would be no damage hurt to me. Not choice. So you can. It's a fun activity discussion about what would you do? What would you do? It's just like an intellectual exercise, just a testing ground of role play, so to speak, to identify and just experience what each person in your community thinks about certain moral ethical decisions. And I can argue you'd probably find a lot of psychopaths real quick if all of a sudden there's a guy saying, oh no, bunnies gotta die, man. They gotta die. Well, obviously, I'm not sure anybody would say that, but even if they said it, I hope they're funny and making a cool joke like me, right? Before Bunny's gonna die. Bunny's gonna not die, man. It's gonna end right there. It's gonna kaput. Bunny ain't not living long enough. It got a number on it. And it's TikTok, right? So TikTok. Alright, so rabbit. The rabbit and rabbit is gonna die. Alright, enough of the rabbits. The rabbit is a nice simple test for psyche evaluation of morals and ethics, just saying. And obviously a person maybe of disgruntled behavior during that exercise could misbehave and say like does one kill rabbits, and the teacher can not spot if the intonation is actually bad. What if the teacher, a psychiatrist of sorts, can identify trouble with the kid? I mean, obviously, a kid could be smart and say something, oh, yeah, kids are babies or rabbits, to lie on the discussion. But the teacher still has an opportunity to push forward and ask questions about decisions, therefore, interacting with the student in a meaningful way, asking serious conversations, intellectual discussion of types critical thinking, engagement that is valuable to most people. Critical thinking, I believe, is very valued. Therefore, I believe what I'm saying could be interesting to explore. Who's going to do that? Obviously, it's now bestowed over the parents. How many parents do actually do that? How many parents are engaged in philosophical discussion? Many, so who knows? But that's not even the point. The point is the schooling. If the schooling would do it in their classrooms, I would think the classrooms, and the people in it would find it to be lively and enjoyable class, easy to pass, and at the same time, a grand. How do you know what you know is true? How do you know that the red light you see is actually red and not blue or green? How do you know that walking down the street to your destination using GPS will get you there? How do you know that climbing the ladder will get you to the finish line? How do you know? And on that note, I'll see you all tomorrow. Sayonara.